Good evening, everybody. This is the DCN Smoke. Coming to you very briefly. This is a political, the beginning of the municipal political season. And you better get involved like never before. Folk making decisions on your livelihood. And then you have other things going on the state and national level. You better get involved. I had the privilege of attending North Carolinians against gun violence on last night up in Rocky Mount at Word Tabernacle. Pretty good meeting. Good stuff came out of it. But one thing was the group wanted everybody to get on their phones and call the legislators to tell them to sustain the veto, all those vetoes that the governor has vetoed. They're supposed to vote on them tomorrow. So I want you to contact your representatives to tell them to sustain the veto. One of them is about allowing teachers in the private schools to carry guns. We don't need no teachers carrying guns in the classroom. They already want to lower the age from 21 to 18 that you can purchase a gun without any background checks or having to go to conceal and carry class. None of that stuff. Folk, things are getting wild, so you better get involved. There'll be another meeting on Thursday night. Well, let me go back. You need to call your legislators because, like I said, they're going to put it up for vote on tomorrow. I do know that Representative Shelley Willingham, he's talking about not supporting the governor. So call him and tell him how you feel. You can go on my page and see sustain the veto. You can click on it, and if I don't forget, I'll put it in the bottom of this chat once I finish. But you need to click on it and put in your information, and it'll bring up your legislators no matter where you live. This is not just for Edgecombe County, Nash County, but abroad, across the state actually. So you need to get involved on this stuff because if they allow it in the private schools, then more than likely it's going to trickle down to public schools. Again, we don't need no teachers with guns in the classroom. Like I said, Thursday night it'll be another meeting about gun violence and safety at Truth Tabernacle. I think Human Relations Commission Archie Jones will be doing that one. You need to come out, speak up, speak out. If you stay home, stay silent. You don't want to get involved, then you need to stay silent. But we have got to start educating folk on these things. We got to try to get parents involved so they can understand how they can save their children. You got too much stuff going on out here. We know what our children are doing, basically, so we have got to stop allowing them to do whatever they want to do. You see them on social media. I tell you, some of this stuff I see on social media, and I see their parents up there, the pastors, law enforcement. It's just so embarrassing. And some funerals I seen just be so embarrassing. We got to change the culture in the black community if we're going to save our next generation. We got to start letting folk know. We got to hold people accountable. I don't have any friends that can't hold me accountable. And if I can't hold them accountable, they definitely is not my friend. And you don't really have to be a friend if it's somebody I know and know you to a certain degree. I'm gonna hold you accountable anyway, and that's because I don't want to see something go wrong. I reach out to folk. I say things to folk that folk don't say to them because they don't want to hurt their feelings or whatever. But if you like a person, love a person, then you ought to have enough. You ought to be strong enough to go to them and say, my sister, my brother, that you need to change. You need to think about this thing. So I just want to stop by for a few minutes to tell you about the upcoming meeting on Thursday night over at Truth Tabernacle at 6 o'clock, I believe it is. Got it posted on my pages. But with the upcoming municipal elections all around the county, but Rocky Mount City Council municipal elections are in October, where the others in the county is in across the state, they are in November. In Rocky Mount, you got Reverend Blackwell, who's unopposed. You have Reverend Richard Joyner's seat, Ward 3. You got 7 candidates. 7 candidates. That's wild. I think 1 unaffiliated, 5 Democrats, and 1 Republican. Now, it's a nonpartisan race, but keep in mind, when they are elected, say for instance in the Democratic Party, it's a nonpartisan race, but if they are a Democrat, then they are on the county executive committee. So you got to know how the process works. And so therefore, they when it comes time for a vote, say for instance if you have to replace the sheriff or a county-wide seat, like the county commissioners or something. Well, county commissioners are not county-wide, but the clerk of court, those people will be able to vote. So numbers count. That's what's going on in the North Carolina General Assembly. They got the numbers in the on the Republican side. So that's why you got all these vetoes that the governor is doing. But they got the numbers, so you got to understand how the process works. When you don't get out and vote, then you let those folk get in office, then those folk are running things. Real briefly, some people I know in Ward 3, and some maybe only 1 that I don't know. But I am doing some spills on my page. I created a page, Municipal Elections 2025. I asked them to post who they are and their platform or whatever. And I am doing a spin on all the candidates that I know, not just Rocky Mount, across the county. And those that I don't know, I'm going to try to find out something about them. Because again, if they're a Democrat, I'm on the Edgecombe County Democratic Party Executive Committee. So those people will be serving in the party if they was to win. It's a nonpartisan race, but keep in mind if they are a Democrat. And all politics starts local. You have Crystal Wimes. I did a piece on her. I can't support her. I've done a piece on today on Tim Barnes, the True Rocky Mount, all over the place. I couldn't support him, although he's the Republican. Krista is the unaffiliated. Then you have some others. So if you go on my page, you'll see what I had to say. It's just Google my name and you can go on municipal elections 2025. Folks, you need to know who out there, and I'm gonna let you know because I've been around. I know the folks that I know, and I'm gonna let you know what I know because you need to know these things. A lot of times people are uneducated about these folk, and you don't have to take my word for it. I tell people to research whatever I say, but I ain't gonna lead you wrong. But again, I tell people to hold me accountable because I'm gonna hold you accountable. Jay Kelly got opposition. I've done a piece on him, I think, already. Tom Harris got opposition. I don't know her. I do know of the lady that Jay Kelly opposition. Reverend Dr. Lee. I served in the NAACP with him for years and years and years. And it's his daughter, so I know of her. But anyway, folks, y'all better get involved. Like I said, I'm going to educate you on what I know about these folks. Follow the DCN. But it's I share it on all my pages, so you don't really have to go to the municipal page because I posted there, the original post. Then I share it on all my other pages, about 8 or 9 or 10. And if you have any information, you can share it too. You can share it. You can send it to my inbox. You can email me. You can text message me, or whatever. Folk, don't let people mislead you. And folk need to understand how politics work. A lot of people be making saying what they're gonna do when it ain't even a part of their duty. I tell them all the time to learn the role of the position that you're running for, because lots of times, say for instance, crime. I'm gonna touch on that real quick. Folk talking about crime and Rocky Mount. Well, you on the council. You're not the police. What you gonna do? Yeah, you can when the police chief or whomever brings stuff to the table, you can research it and support whether you want to put some money into it or whatever. But you got to understand, you are not the police. Majority of the time when crime happens in certain areas, the people are not even from that area. And you can't prevent that. Police are reactive unless it's a way they can be proactive, such as at a basketball game, in a convenience store, or the movie theater, somewhere where they can be sitting there. They're hired to be there at all times. But if something is going on somewhere and police is not there, the only thing they can do is be reactive. And yeah, you have some bad cops, you have some good cops, but you gotta tell your children you want them to get back home, so abide by whatever goes on with law enforcement, and let your parents take it to the next level so you can get home safe. So that's why you need to come out on Thursday night, so you can learn some things. You have any questions, you can bring them. Just listen to the conversation. But again, stay home, stay silent. Come out, speak out. That's right. All right, well, let me jump out of this car. Y'all have a good evening and stay tuned, as I said, because I am going to be following the municipal elections, educating folk, and then I'm gonna roll right on into the next year's election, the Rocky Mount City Council municipal election in October. The other part of the counties are in November, and then December is the filing period for the state, local, state, and national races. Filing will be in December here. So again, stay tuned, because the DCN is going to bring the smoke. Don't get mad with me. Don't blame me. You don't want to hear them truths. I'm just going to be responding to what you said. That's how I respond. So I'm going to look at what you say, and I'm going to respond to that. And then that I already know about you, I can go back and incorporate that in too. So y'all have a good evening. This has been the DCN Smoke.